Guys, welcome back to Untitled. I'm Ryan. In this video, we're going to be going over the Elliott wave count for sand. And to start out with, I'm going to be going over some macro counts. The first one being this one right here, where this is all wave 1, 2. This makes sense because it would be a very sharp wave 2. So that makes sense calling this wave 1, 2. And then this would be a 3, 4 here. And then we have yet to come up for wave 5. Now this wave 3 is not really that extended compared to the wave 1. So when the wave 3 is extended compared to the wave 1, then typically we're looking for the 1-to-1, or essentially equality with the wave 1 to find the length of wave 5. Now this could actually indicate that this wave 5 is going to be extended because in an impulse, typically you see one wavelength extended. So if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, then this looks like a normal wave 3, which is not extended. So we'd be expecting an extended wave 5. So that could actually be, if we take the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1, compared to the bottom of wave 4 on log scale, then we could be expecting perhaps the 1.618. Okay, so that's going to bring us very far up. I'm probably not going to even use this to kind of gauge where we could be topping out, but just keep in mind this could be an extended wave 5 given that this is a normal wave 1 and a normal wave 3. So the main downside to this count is calling this all a 1, 2. So this would all be a minor wave 1, 2 for this wave 1, as so. Then this would be a 3, 4 here, most likely, a 5 up here. And you guys could already see this would be a very long wave 2 in terms of time duration compared to this wave 4. So it doesn't really give us the right look, but it is a possibility. So that's one option to keep on the table. Now another option I want to show you guys, if we hide this, I'm actually going to create a folder, is that instead of calling the wave 1 up here, we're going to call this spike a wave 1. That's going to look like this, where this is a 1, 2. This is a 3, 4, and we actually put in a wave 5 up here, which would complete an primary wave 1. And we're coming down for primary wave 2. And theoretically, given Elliott waves, we should come into the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So that would be in this zone right here. Where is the box? It'll be in this zone right here for a bottoming out region. So that makes sense. If this is a 1 being put up here, then a wave 2 would give us a pretty sharp correction, and coming into this wave 4 would give us a pretty sharp correction. So that's basically a big target region we could be looking at if we did put in a wave 1 up here. And that's honestly my preferred count because it makes more sense saying this is a 1, 2 as opposed to the previous count where we said this is a minor wave 1, 2. I think it looks more like a wave 2 of 1 of a higher degree because this took so long to complete. And the one downside is that this wave 3, so it does look extended compared to this wave 1, so that's what you want to look for. But this wave 4 is very sharp, which is not very typical of a wave 4. For wave 4, you want to see a more shallow correction between typically the 0.382 and the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement corrections. In this case, we got, I think, past the 0.786. Yeah, so we came past the 0.786, almost into the 886. So that's a pretty sharp retracement for wave 4, but we don't overlap the wave 1, so it still is a valid wave 4. So honestly, I'm going to say this is probably my favorite or my preferred macro count. So let's go into the macro time frame. So I'm going to hide the box, and I'm going to show you guys the first count we could be looking at in this section right here. And that would be calling this all a double zigzag. I'm going to hide the macro count because we need to kind of take all options into consideration. So this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this could also simply be a 1, 2, 3, 4, in which case we could be bottoming out around here. So in that case, this count would make actually more sense, in which case this is a double zigzag where this would all be ABC. I'm going to zoom into the 4-hour chart. This would be an ABC into the W wave. This would be ABC for the X wave for another zigzag. So a zigzag into a zigzag. And then this would be a zigzag into the Y wave for a double zigzag for ABC. So that could have completed this wave 4 if the count would look like this. Where is it? So if this is excuse me guys, so if this was a 3 up here and a 4 down here, this could have completed a wave 4 right here. In that case, this could be a wave 1, and we could count it up as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1. However, this wave 2 doesn't look very corrective. You might be able to say this is an A, B, C into these lows right here, but it does look a little bit more like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even though we don't get alternation between the 2 and the 4. So it's not a perfect impulse, but we'll go into that later. So that's what we could be looking at if this is a WXY completed for a double zigzag. So I'm going to hide that. And what we'd be looking for is for us to be impulsing up from here for this wave 3, down for the wave 4, up for the wave 5. Now, obviously, if we take out these lows right here, the lows from the bottom of this wave 1, that's going to be invalidating this being a wave 1. And we're going to have to look at some other counts. Perhaps this could actually all be, let's see, a WXY. This could all be a double zigzag, in which case, instead of a WXY, it's a WXYXZ, which would look like this. WXY, we came up for another X wave, and now we're coming down for another Y wave, rather for another Z wave. So that would probably be something like this. This may be a 1, 2. We could be coming down for the 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete the C wave, rather the Z wave. And we'd be looking for, let's see, so it depends where this bottoms out. If this did bottom out right here for the wave A of this zigzag right here, in which case this would be an A, B, C, then we could be looking for the 1 to 1. Now, we don't know where B is going to top out at, but that's going to give us, using the 1 to 1 on log scale, could give us a pretty good idea of where this wave Z could bottom out. So this would all be on minor scale, to clarify. And that's another option we could be looking at in this case. Keep in mind that we don't have a ton of volume support right here. It kind of shoots up. You know, you might be able to call this order block right here. So we have potential to bottom out right here. But I would say if we get this, we might bottom out around $2, around the bottom of this order block right here. Maybe we get a swing player pattern below this wick right here, which would be the wick of wave 4, of this minor wave 4. That's a possibility, but this is really the first possibility we could be considering. Either this being a WXY being put in here, now we're going to be impulsing up here for this for a wave 5 in the case that this is a wave 3, 4. Or this could be a WXYX, and we're coming down for the Z to give us a triple zigzag. So that's the first option. I'm going to hide the brush tools and kind of just what I just showed you guys. Now the second option is a lot more bearish. So if we zoom out to the 1-day chart to give you guys some perspective, then assuming we get a 1, 2, then like I mentioned to you guys, we're going to be looking for us to come into this wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that case, we could actually call this all a leading diagonal, which would look like this. Excuse me. It would look like this. So this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it looks messed up on log scale, but if we go to arithmetic, it would make a lot more sense. This is a 1, this is a 2, 3, 4, and we're coming down for the wave 5. And it's valid because this wave 3 is actually shorter than this wave 1. I can show you guys real quick. So taking the length of wave 1 compared to the top wave 2. Is this on log? Nope, it's not on log scale. But we can see the wave 3 is a little bit shorter than the wave 1, so it's valid. In this wave 4, just by eyeballing it, you can tell it's shorter than this wave 2. And so we're going to be looking for the wave 5 to also complete, which is going to be shorter than the wave 3. So obviously can't come past this 1 to 1 down here. That would be very far down. That would be around 0.39 cents, or rather $0.39, 39 cents. I think more realistically, it's probably going to bottom out around the bottom of this order block. So if we go off this count or the WXYXZ double zigzag, we could be expecting us to bottom out around the bottom of this order block. Is my best guess, you know, just kind of based on experience, and that could be around $2. So in the more long term for this count, we'd be expecting us to come down for the wave A, come back for the wave B, and then down for the wave C. And given that we want to bottom out in this wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, if this is wave 1, 2, I would say the best area of support, just kind of eyeballing the chart, would be in this region right here. You guys could already see you get a lot of volume support in here. We take a fixed range from the bottom of this wave 4 to the top. Then we get a put in control around here, around 63 cents or 0.63 US dollars. That would be a pretty good area to bottom out. That's a pretty big drop. We have to keep in mind that would be another 80% to the downside, but it's definitely not it's definitely not that far-fetched considering this kind of rose up so fast. Since August 2020, we've already gotten into the highs, over 100,000% increase. So that would not be too surprising to see it get a retrace of that magnitude all the way down here. Hey guys, I just wanted to pause the video real quick to mention that we do have a Discord server now. The link is in the description. It would be great to see you guys on over here to see your guys' Elliott wave counts, your analysis, your price targets, the upside and the downside. And I'm also sharing my analysis over here. So if you guys want to see all that, if you want to participate, that would be great to see you guys on over here to get some more active discussions. And also I am doing one-on-one coaching now. So if you want to have a session with me, then you can contact me through my email down below in the description, tradingofftilt@gmail.com. And yeah, let's get back in the video. All right, and to summarize for you guys what we're looking at, this will be the first option in the case that we topped out for a primary wave 1 up here. We're going to be looking for a pretty steep correction for the wave 2, which comes into the territory of the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. We're probably going to bottom out somewhere in here. My best guess would be right here around this point of control in this order block right here. And this would be a contracting diagonal to start out with. Then we're going to be coming up for the wave B, down for the wave C. Now, to give us some targets to be looking out for the wave A, we could be looking at this channel right here. We may come to the bottom of this channel right here and then get a bounce for the wave B, and then come down for the wave C. Now, the next option that we went over would be this all being a WXY, in which case this would probably be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this wave 3. So in that case, this would be the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree compared to this wave 3, which would be a pretty good target to be bottoming out for. So we've already came into that wave 4. Now, if we were to come lower, then I'd be looking for around the bottom of this order block as well, around $2. But the first option would be a WXY, where this is ABC. Wave X, this would be ABC wave Y, and this would be all for a double zigzag. Now we want to see increasing volume up here for this wave 3 to give us confirmation this is a wave 3. So if we just start kind of trickling up here as so, then on low volume or even decreasing volume, that would probably indicate that it's more corrective in nature, and we should be a little bit more cautious because this could be an A already being put in. This could be a wave B, and we come down for another wave C. So that's the second option. The third option is pretty similar, but we're just going to be adding a next wave where this would be all a wave X, and we're going to be coming down for the wave Y, and that would be a triple zigzag, in which case we get an A or WXY for ABC, ABC, ABC wave Y, ABC wave X, ABC wave Z. In that case, we could also expect us to bottom out around the bottom of this order block right here. So overall, I don't really expect us to lose this order block completely, because if we do, we're probably going to drop down here because we don't have a lot of volume support. We might bounce around here, around 1.75 US dollars, but I think it's more likely we're probably going to bounce around the bottom of this order block if we haven't already bounced right here, where this is just a WXY. So that's what I'm looking at on more the macro time frame, or you might say the medium term time frame. Now we could zoom in real quick to give you guys my perspective on what we're looking at on the local time frame. So let's go to the 15-minute chart. Actually, let's go a little bit higher. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. And like I mentioned to you guys earlier, we could get a 5-way move off these lows for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, it doesn't look super impulsive. So when I say that, you don't get a nice, extended wave 3. You kind of get a more choppy wave 3 as so. And also the volume, it doesn't seem too impressive. If this is a wave 1 and we're coming all the way up here, this is a wave. This is the bottom of the correction right here. We're coming up for the wave 1. Then I would have expected to see a little bit more volume up into these highs right here. We didn't really get that. We kind of just got steady volume or even decreasing volume from these lows, as you guys can see, if we zoom in a little bit more. So it could be a wave 1, but it also looks pretty corrected. This could simply be an A, B, C. And we're on log scale, but this high for this wave C actually doesn't come that far below the 1-to-1. So if this is wave A up here, this is wave B down here, this wave C actually comes almost to the 1-to-1 on arithmetic. So it would be a valid wave C in my opinion. The move we get off these highs, if this were to be a 1, so let's delete the brush. If this were to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we want to be looking for a corrective move off these highs to give us indications that it could be a wave 2. However, it looks a little bit more impulsive. We could say this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, that's probably not the correct count because we don't get alternation between this wave 2 and this wave 4. So I don't like calling that a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it is possible. Overall, it looks more impulsive. If you were to call it a zigzag, you probably have to say this is a wave A here, B here, C here, and that would be a pretty long wave C. We also get increasing volume into these lows. So, I could be wrong, but I have to admit, I think this does look more impulsive than corrective, and it does favor us coming lower, but that doesn't mean we can't get another bounce up here. Maybe to the golden pocket for all we know, and then get a rejection down. That would probably be in the case that we do get an ABC for that final Z wave of the triple zigzag. So we could get a move up here, and then another rejection and a move down. That's a possibility, but I have to say this doesn't really look like a 1-2 that much. But if we were to get a move up here, then we just want to be looking for the volume to be increasing, the buy volume to be increasing, to give us some confirmation that it could be a wave 3 as opposed to a corrective move. So that's mainly what I'm looking at on sand. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video and in the Discord server. Take care. Bye.